What would you tell us, and more importantly them, about the power of the human brain?
Okay, so firstly, we do need to put in a caveat, which is if somebody's clinically depressed, you actually need to see a qualified professional, right? But what I say to people in relation to the work that I do, firstly, a lot of the problems that people have in everyday life are now quite easily solved using modern psychological techniques like hypnosis, like neuro-linguistic programming, NLP, right? And now these psychosensory techniques where you tap on various acupuncture points or you touch the side of your arms, this sort of things. And these work really well for a whole host of everyday sort of modern problems. And if you want to quit smoking, hypnosis now proven to be the most effective way in the world to quit, right? So I think it would be great if more people were using them. In fact, when I started doing this 35, nearly 40 years ago, it was voodoo, right? And people, certainly in this country, wouldn't go see a therapist because it would mean you're mad. And there was a big stigma around it. Nowadays, the invention of the label coach means that people can get help. They can say, I've got a coach, somebody who's helping me access my resources to be a better version of myself. Whereas therapy is seen largely to help people with problems that they can't seem to overcome. And so both have a role, by the way. And what I do is kind of a mix of both, really.
So can we rewire our brains?
Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, I hear people say rubbish like it takes 21 days to get a habit. I've seen people in 21 seconds change. They literally have gone, you know what? I'm never doing that again. And that's it. In that moment, their life changes. Or they meet someone, or they come up with an idea, or they suddenly see a possibility. And in that moment, everything changes. So, I'm down on conventional old-fashioned analysis because I meet people who've been in therapy for 20 years and they can talk to you like a shrink. And they'll say all this psychobabble. They'll go, I've got this unexpressed rage towards my father and I'm dealing with it. No. All I'm interested in is the output, right? It hasn't made any difference to their behavior. What a modern psychologist, hypnotist, and neuro-linguistic programmer does is help somebody to literally reprogram their mind in the same way that about half of what you do every day is a habit, right? You don't think to yourself, shall I clean my teeth this morning? You just do it, yeah? So some of those habits or programs, if you like, help us. Like you learn how to, as a kid, tie your shoelaces, open a door, etc. So you don't have to learn how to do it every day. And you store the program in the unconscious. And some of the programs we have are unhelpful. Overeating, drinking too much, smoking, insomnia, lack of confidence, etc. And through modern psychological techniques, you can program somebody or teach them to program themselves really quickly to turn around unwanted behaviors, to be able to feel better more of the time.